Our first game that we're going to go over, we're going to talk about the 76ers. Okay. And with this game, the main thing that we're going to talk about their young star guards, VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey. Because, oh my goodness, didn't those boys put on the show? The 76ers ended up winning 111 to 97, tying the series 1-1. Paul George had 19 points. Tyrese Maxey had 29 points. And then you had VJ Edgecombe with a 30-point double-double because he had 10 rebounds as well. And then Maxey also added 9 assists. So if you guys were with me last show when we talked about, well, not the very last show, the show before last, when we talked about their game one matchup, I spoke on how the Sixers should allow Maxey, just open up the floor for Maxey and allow him to create. And 29-9, if you watch that game, the floor was opened up enough for him to work because, to be honest, nobody on that team can really guard Tyrese Maxey. And it's not because he's just too skilled. He's too fast and skilled. It's like the combination of both is hard to stop. And then you have the shooting ability of everybody that's on the Philly team. You know, you got Drummond out there knocking out threes. So Tyrese Maxey, I thought he really controlled the game. From the jump, he took 10 shots in the first quarter. So he was very, very aggressive starting the game. Also, I want to give a shout out to Paul George really fast. I think Paul George came out the gate very aggressive. I was on him last game. He only shot 8 shots the whole game. Well, the first quarter of this game, he took 4 shots. He was 3 for 4, setting the tone, which in these type of playoff games, that's what you need. You need to set the tone. You can't get punched in the face, punched in the mouth. You have to do the punching. You have to be the guy that is going to initiate the contact. You can't be the team that just gonna, take the punches. And Paul George, to me, came out and he was just a little bit more aggressive, and that's what you need, especially when he's the best wing player that has size on their team. Kelly Oubre is nice; he's a good guy, and VJ and Tyrese are smaller guards, but Paul George 6'7", 6'8" can do a little bit of everything out there. So I thought that was very critical for them as well. So we do have a guest in the building. He's in the background. We about to get him up on here. Got my boy representing the Boston Celtics. See, I just spoke about the Sixers for a reason. Welcome to the stage, my boy Mike. How you doing, my boy?
What's going on, bro? What's going on? Thank you for having me today, bro.
Hold on, I gotta do it the proper way, my boy. Hold on, I do it the proper way.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome on RBO, my boy. So
Appreciate
you had game 2 the other day. You guys let the Sixers come in y'all building and tie the series up. So you're here. You say you had something to say. You a Boston fan. Let the people hear it.
And as you know, I particularly was not, pleased by that performance. I feel like we can do better. And we all say, we've said it before. You said it about your squad. David said it about his squad. I'll say it about my squad. Live by the 3, die by the 3. We literally did not shoot well. We shot, what was it, like 33% that night or something like that. D White, he had like 9 points. Shooting was terrible. JB needs help. Jayson Tatum needs help. Come on, it's a team effort. Everybody needs to get involved. We need Pritchard to step up. Come on, man. We got this tied up now. Let's go to Philly. Let's take care of business in this game 3. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Mike. What's funny? That was the first thing I was going to bring up about you guys. I was going to say, everything else was cool, but if you look at the 3 points, y'all shot 89 shots, and 50 of those shots were threes. And y'all shot 26%. Y'all hit 13 out of 50.
That's what it was.
And they shot 19 from 39, 49%. So that was really the difference in the game, to be quite honest.
Absolutely.
And of course, VJ just going nuclear. No one expected him to really come out there and drop 30. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now. And I think what happened was y'all put a lot of tension on Maxey, and then Paul George that he kind of slipped out the cracks, you know. It's like, and he's a very confident young player. He's the type of guy, you give him something, he gonna take it. And I feel like that's what that was a lot of yesterday. But speaking on the 3-point thing, you know, what I recommend for you guys, you know, I think that the tone should be set from your two best players, and that is attacking the basket. And because when they attack the basket, it opens up the floor for everybody else. What you think about that?
1,000%. We have to get in the paint, get Kata involved, get guys like Luka Garza. You know, get them guys involved. You know, Luka Garza is nice in the paint. You know, I need Vooch to be better, bro. I need him to be better. He looked kind of like, you know, out of it. He just didn't look like he was all in, you know, in game 2. And that we really need him, especially when Kato's on the bench. And, you know, you got Garza on the bench as well. Like, we need guys like Vooch and stuff to step up. We need those points in the paint. We can't be smoking layups. You know, we noticed how in game 1, how the Sixers were smoking layups, and they cleaned that up somehow in the second game.
Yeah.
Now it's on us. We got to clean up how we're scoring. We got to clean up how, you know, again, can't live by the 3 and die by the 3. If the 3 is not working, find out and do something else. Get a jumper, get a midi, get to the line. Do what you got to do, but just be aggressive on both ends of the floor. That's all
what you think about this right here? So as I was watching the tail end of the game, I saw when Maxey was attacking, when Vooch was in. Vooch, you know, I know a lot about Vooch because he played with us. He plays hard, but he's not a very good defender, not a good shot blocker. Guys do not fear him at all. How do you feel about putting Garza in a little bit more? Because I think he's a better defender and he's more of a hustler than a Vucevic. Because a lot of times when Maxey was driving, it was like Vucevic would show, but he would never make Maxey make a move. Maxey would just keep stuttering, and he'd just get a layup. So what you think about that?
I like it. I think Garza should be getting more minutes. Garza has a 3. He's more Horford-esque in that sense than I say Vooch is. Vooch, he's not consistent from 3. I don't know why he's taking the 3. It's actually infuriating that he's taking the 3-point shot, bro. And I feel like Garza will give you a nice 2 to 3 at least a game. You know what I'm saying? It may not be as consistent as say Horford was when he was with us, but he'll give you a nice 2 to 3, and he'll defend the ball. He's scrappy. He's more scrappy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As well as Kata. But I feel like Mazzulla needs to understand that, and, you know, like you saw what I said. I was talking to J-Mo, and I was like, yo, in the chat, and I was like, yo, we need a sub right now. As soon as I said that, Kata came in. Which was out. So it's like, it's about knowing your squad and just knowing when it's time. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Garza definitely falls under that more scrappy like role. He needs to be in more than I say Vooch in for this team.
Yeah, I agree with that because Philly is one thing about Philly. They can scrap. They're gonna scrap. They're gonna play defense.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna play hard.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're not the Charlotte Hornets. It's a team that's gonna go up and down, score. They're gonna play some ball. You know. So yeah, I agree with you, man. You know, you're going back to Philly. What you want to see from you guys heading into Philly, man? Game 3.
I want to see us locked in and ready. I need to see guys firing on all cylinders like we were in game 1. I need more from D White. Yes, D White, I'm talking to you, bro. You got to step it up, man. Step it up, as Dave would say. You know what I'm saying? I need him to step it up. I need to see more from Pritchard. I need to see more from our guards. I need even our bench squad. You know what I'm saying? Shireman was doing his thing a bit. I'm not gonna get too on him too intense because he was doing his thing. But I need to see more from them guys. You know what I'm saying? They've been here long enough. They know what it takes to win. So I don't want to see the wishy-washiness. I want to see consistency. I want to see good basketball.
Hey, man.
48 minutes.
Yes, sir. Hey, you heard it here from Mike, man. Derek White, only 8 points in 39 minutes. Peyton Pritchard, 4 points in 27 minutes. That is terrible. So, yeah, I'm with you on that, Mike, right there, man. Well, man, you know y'all game. I think y'all play what tomorrow, right?
That's it. We gotta be
Yeah, I play
ready, bro. We
tomorrow
gotta be
night.
ready.
So
We
you
gotta be
know if you
ready for
got,
guys like Oubre.
oh yeah,
Gotta be ready for guys like Maxi. Them guys over there. They're ready, man. They're
yeah.
ready to
And
play.
they about to have that home crowd behind them too. So and
That's
then
it.
I keep hearing rumblings about Embiid may come back one of these games. So I'm not sure if that's going to help them or hurt them, to be quite honest. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting. So, well, I
Yeah.
appreciate you, Mike, for coming on, man.
Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Make sure y'all join the chats because Friday night when the game on, my boy Mike gonna be in there 10 toes down like always.
Always, man. Always. I stay behind my squad, man.
Yes, sir. You
Stay
want
behind my squad.
tell your squad any last words before you get up out of here, man?
Uh, let's go Celtics. Let's take care of business. Game 3. Let's stay locked. That's all I got, really, man. Shout outs to RBO. Shout outs to the Refuse to Lose Network. Shout outs to y'all, man.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you, Mike, man. Well, you have a good day, man. Get that money. I'm gonna catch you in the
Bro.
chats.
Of course, bro. See you later, man.
All right, my boy.
All right, bro. Later.
That was Mike, man. He's one of the most loyal Boston fans I've ever met. Solid, always in the chats, repping his squad. So if you become a member, you definitely gonna see that name, Mike. You gonna see that exact name right there in the chat. So definitely lock in with us. But to sum all this up about the Celtics and the 76ers, man, I wanted to give a shout out to those two guards. VJ Edgecombe, 30 points, 10 rebounds. I think he had a record, first rookie to do so in a while. Then you also had Tyrese Maxey with the 20, 29, and 9. I mean, that's something that Philly fans can really look forward to. They got Embiid, who's in and out the lineup all the time, but this is a very bright future. I remember last year when they got McCain, I was like, yo, they might just want to run with these two guards because those two guys are electrifying, and they still have the same exact thing going on with VJ and Tyrese Maxey. So, Philly fans, that might be something you guys might want to look into. I'm not sure how you can get rid of Embiid. You might just gotta let him go or whatever. Take that L because those two guards leading the way might be a beautiful thing. You get him a young big man that can catch lobs and rebound. Oh my goodness, that would be crazy. So, hey man. Good dub for the Sixers. Hey, they made me a believer without Embiid. VJ definitely stepped up to the plate. We're going to see how the Celtics respond heading back to Philly. And that game is this Friday, I believe. So we're going to find out. Yeah, it's this Friday at 7. So...
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.